You want to test the microphones as well.
My mic sounds nice. Check one.
It's green. It's cool.
Is green cool? Green can be cool. Green can be cool.
It is.
The color of money.
Every day.
So where do you get this premise from, thinking that women don't cheat? And you were serious about this. I thought you were being funny because I think that everyone should know, every adult should know that women cheat. But you seemed very serious when you said, you made the statement, you don't think women cheat.
Yeah.
What would, like...
Because I think it takes a lot for a woman to even consider going outside of a relationship with her man. Like, I think it takes a lot for her. Like, she has to really be feeling some kind of way about what she's currently in, or she might be just trying to do a get back. I mean, I just don't think that women just say, this isn't my nature, because I don't believe it's in a woman's nature to have multiple partners, but I believe it's in a man's nature to do that.
So then that would just contradict the whole Adam and Eve theory then now, wouldn't it?
No, because she is from Adam's rib, and she was still able to lead him astray. So that takes me back to, it's a man's thing to just be going astray from a woman.
Okay, let me interject.
Right.
So this female species who doesn't cheat, it isn't in her nature, had this same thought and feeling to be mischief. Because in all fairness, right, you would agree that cheating is a level of mischief. It
is.
Okay, so she had this mischief to go bite that apple when she was told not to.
Yeah.
And you said she led the man, which is a whole nother subject.
Right.
Because we don't really know if she led the man.
Yeah, because I kind of feel like he did it. But go ahead.
So, as the story goes, I believe, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, he was having this conversation with the devil.
The snake.
Okay.
The serpent.
An evil entity, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that was probably much, behind the man's back?
Yeah.
They were having this conversation. He had her full undivided attention.
Yeah.
At that moment, she wasn't even thinking about Adam.
Because he was probably just off, like, not paying her no attention. So it was an emotional cheat.
An emotional cheat. So there's different levels of cheating.
Very much.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
So then I think you've already admitted that a woman can cheat. I think it would be a man's fault. Oh, it's the man's fault. It is. So how does someone make someone do something else? How's that work? How's that work?
Because he didn't do his duties to her. And so since he didn't, she might just have an emotional attachment to someone who's giving her a lot of attention. And that's what happens. But I feel like there's just different levels of cheating, like emotionally. But as far as the physical, that's kind of where I'm going with it. I don't feel like women just get physical all the time because they get too attached. But the emotional thing, if you want to call it a cheat, you can. But to me, I think physical is the ultimate just definition of what cheating is.
So going by your belief, because you gave an excuse why there would be an emotional cheating. So then what if she's, there's a lack of intimacy? What if, in that area, the physical, right? Is that an excuse? Does a woman go and cheat in that area, in that aspect? Does a woman go cheat? Because you say you don't think that a woman would go cheat physically.
Yeah.
And it doesn't happen, right?
No.
No what? It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
I feel like if a woman gets intimate with someone outside of her relationship, it's probably because it's over anyway. Like she's on the cusp of getting out of what she currently is in. I don't think that she's going to go over here and be intimate and physical with this guy and then go home and say, honey, what do you want for dinner? I feel like if she's going to risk it, it's because she kind of wants to get caught and get out of it anyway. So, and it all starts with, wanting her existing partner to do certain things and wanting him to know that he's supposed to be doing it. Like she wants him to guess what she wants. She's not going to tell him because she feels like we're in this relationship. He should already know what I want and need, and he's just not picking up.
And is that reality though?
Yeah.
Is that fair?
No.
Like, I mean, then that would kill the communication theory.
It
like,
lacks.
And I don't know. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but they say communication is key.
It is.
In relationships.
It is.
But the woman comes in and she dictates what's key. So
sometimes she just wants him to know that he's lacking in an area. I mean, he may have some stuff going on, but she doesn't want to be the one that has to be part of that lack, you know? Like, they might want to go hang with their friends like way too much and do man stuff. And she just gets left alone. And he doesn't want to sit up under her all the time. And she doesn't want him sitting up under her all the time. But then she wants to still feel like he cares if she's not around. Like, you know, it's a strange woman thing that I feel sorry for men trying to figure it out.
Well,
but it's
nice
a thing.
That's fine.
It's true. I know there's a ton of things that fall to the wayside when it comes to communication, because I think men want women to guess, and I think women want men to guess, and then nothing happens and everybody's upset.
I don't know. I think women might want men to guess more than men want women to guess. And I also noticed the word communication keeps coming up. So it seems that we're talking about a problem that exists. And if there's a problem, you know, how do you solve it, right? Mm-hmm. We look for a resolve. A woman has to communicate, and she has to tell her feelings and what she's thinking and what she likes and what she don't like. It works better in the relationship.
But depending on how long they've known each other, I don't feel like she's changed. So why wouldn't he know?
I think there's a level of, knowing, you know, because maybe you're not paying attention enough. So I think, you should know what your partner wants and what they like.
Yeah. So that's why I don't feel that women cheat. I think that men push them into other scenarios just based on their actions.
So what about the nympho, the female nympho?
Who just likes
addicted to sex, right?
She could probably be like that with her mate if he's not tired.
Okay. Well, since you say that, okay, we'll ride with that. So what happens when the man's tired or he needs that break and she's not ready for it? What does she do? Like, is that a good enough excuse to go cheat? My thing is, why I'm saying this is because I disagree 100% with your statement that women don't cheat, but then you find these excuses. If they do, here's the justification.
Right.
And then with the man, just at the gate, you're a cheater.
Yeah.
Does that seem fair?
No.
So how's a relationship make it if we're going to go into this unfairness thing? Like right at the gate, we're walking in with, you're the queen and the man is your subject. Like it seems like.
Well, for one,
that's a healthy start. You believe?
Statistically, there are. I don't know if these are still the true statistics.
What's the numbers?
There's 7 women to every man. So of course, the woman wants to be worshipped and the idol, because there's such a large level of no.
There's more men.
No. Yes, you're right. Less men.
Less men.
And then
so there's more of them, right?
More women.
Okay, right. So I'm just trying to get a clear understanding with you. So there's more women than men, but the woman gets to walk around as worship me. But there's more of them and less men. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because we want to feel wanted.
But there's a lot of you. There's a lot of you.
Yeah. Where's
the litigated gall for a woman to feel that arrogant that you're going to worship me, but yet there's millions of me. Maybe not exactly like you.
Yeah.
Speaking in general.
Because
women, right?
And when we say women, okay, there are 7 women to every man or whatever. It used to be 10, and I believe 10 is probably still, it's probably more.
So I feel if that's the case with the numbers and the statistics that you just dropped, right, I believe it's the man that should be a little like you should. You use the word worship, so this worship thing. I don't know. I'm just saying. I think he's just as special, if not more special, since there's less of us. So if you find a good man, now we're talking about a good man. I think it would be intelligent, a very good decision for the woman to hold on to that man and deal with him, communicate with him, let him know how she feels, what she wants out of life, et cetera, to keep that man, to keep that relationship. There's not enough men. Wouldn't that make more sense?
It makes sense, but it doesn't give him a right to act that way.
Oh, no, not at all.
It doesn't give him a right to be like, okay, you better line up. No, otherwise, you're out of here. No, and I've got 7 other options or 9 other options. Cool. So I just feel like I think that women are just not wired that way.
What way? I'm sorry.
Wired the way to like be roaming around and doing all this with these multiple men. I just think it's...
We're talking about a particular woman, right? Of course, right? Because we both know there is women that are wired that way, right? Right, we know that, right?
I feel like if they are, something happened in their life.
Sure.
And so, but I'm talking about the initial wiring, it's just like any other thing that's wired. You can take the wires apart and move them around. And that could be what happened to the women that we feel like a lot of sex. But I think a man likes it too. So he knows her. He knows she likes a lot of it. He wouldn't even be with her if he wasn't willing to keep up that capacity. That's what I think.